Hi guys, welcome back to Minecraft Mania. So our last episode was a parkour tutorial. Today we are going to be doing some mob training today. So I'm going to put mobs tutorial and we're going to be learning how to fight them. We do start in creative, we will head into survival eventually, and we're going to do it on a flat world. Before I forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave us a review. If you know the app Worlds, please log on and have a look at our worlds that we've updated. So we are now in our flat world, and I am going to get some mob spawn, and we're going to start with a creeper. Now, if you're in survival, my go-to thing will be to get some armor, so I'll just get some normal leather armor on. And I am going to get a shield. Okay. Now, if you have access to any other sword, please do. But for the moment, we're going to start with a wooden sword. So, I want to spawn a creeper. Now, it has to be on easy to be able to do this. Okay. So, I'm spawning a creeper in the middle. Okay. Now, usually, the creeper will come towards you. Okay, we're going to do one in creative and one in survival. So usually the creeper will come near you, flash for a bit, and then will explode. Okay, but right now we're in creative, so we're gonna hit it. Okay, now if you keep hitting it, you'll eventually get gunpowder, and gunpowder is quite useful for making TNT. So if you wanted that, come in to make TNT, stuff like that. Creepers are the main source for that. So I'm going to change to survival. And he did explode. Sad times. And that might happen to you a lot out here. Okay, it might happen. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, go up to him, hit him. Go up to him, hit him. Only hit him when you have enough room to go back. Obviously in a flat world, you can go back as much as you want, but you need room in a rigid area to go back. You need to be watching at all times where you're going. Okay, I know sometimes it might be a bit hard because of ridges, stuff like that. And there you go, we have just killed a creeper. So there you go. Basically the method is forward, strike, back. Okay, and if you keep doing that, you will then eventually kill the creeper and be able to get gunpowder. Right, let's move on to our next mob. So I'm going back into creative to grab our next mob. And our next mob is going to be zombies. So we are going to turn it to evening. Okay. So we might get a few more mobs out. Just gonna have to be a bit careful about that. So I spawned a zombie. Basically with zombies, get a good distance and keep going at him. Obviously now out here we got a few more than I thought. Okay. So we're going to fight off some zombies there. Okay. Go, keep a reasonable distance. And I didn't then. Okay. Right, and go back into creative. Now, just something that zombies give you. Zombies give you something called rotten flesh. If you eat it, okay, it will give you food poisoning. So I would advise not to eat it. Rotten flesh is pretty useless, I would say. So we're now going to have a look at skeletons. Okay. Now, currently I am in creative. Okay. Now, as you can see, they have a bow. So you need to get a good distance. Okay. And obviously right now we're in a field of them. Okay. But you go near them, okay, and they will shoot you. Okay. So before you go near any type of skelly or anything, I would advise that you have a bow and at least 30 arrows. Okay. And then I would get some wood. So if you're in survival, you should have some wood with you. And I would build up slightly. Okay. Spiders can come up. Just will depend how far. Alright. So I'm now turned into survival. We may get killed here by something. So, using the arrow, aiming it, and shooting him. Did you see? He went up in red. And then we got him. So, I'm turned back into creative. Usually, you would be going like this, like a shot. And you'll just be trying everything you can. Okay. And skeletons give you 2 bones, which you make bone meal out of. And they give you, I don't know what else they give you. I think they give you another bow, but obviously didn't show. Right, we're going to move on to, which is our next port of call. Spiders. So again, I would climb up the same tower, okay? Just because I need to get the same mount distance. Now, witches we're not going to worry about for this episode. It's another. These zombies will try and get up. Spiders. You can go up, spiders. I'm not going to risk going up with that many. And as an enderman's there, I'm going to shoot it. So the enderman can't reach me. Now, endermen don't like to be stared at. Or something like that. So I am about to be killed it. So I was slain by an enderman there. So as spiders here. Now if you do lose all your stuff, which you might well, okay, keep a good distance from the spider. Spiders are quite creepy crawlies. Okay, keep hitting it. You will get there eventually. We now have 2 on our hands. Okay. So you can hit both. Now, you do lose a lot of hearts. And then eventually, so I'm now going to turn back into creative. You get some string and an eye. String is very, very useful for a lot of things that you can use. We're going to move on to our last mob here. And that last mob we found earlier. So if it's still here. And sometimes, here we are. So, we are going to do this in creative, because it is quite hard. Okay. Enderman. Enderman give you ender pearls, as you might know. Okay. And they're quite good, okay, in pastime, for the ender dragon to be defeated. So, Endermen don't like to be stared at, and sometimes I find that quite bad. Because I accidentally stare at them, and then they're like, oh well, and then they put their little heads up and begin attacking you. We will kill one eventually. So for this, because I am in creative, I am going to grab a netherite sword for this. Okay. So here we go. The Enderman has now given us ender pearls, which quite good for, as I said, defeating the ender dragon. These villagers give you nothing, so they're pretty useless. These little children zombies are a pain in my bum. Okay, so we might have a bit of an issue. Or you might have a bit of an issue with them sometimes. So that concludes our mob. Our mob episode. Any questions about any other mobs, please comment and we will do a video on them. And tell you all about them. But so far, spiders, skeletons, zombies and creepers are your main ones, and endermans were just as they were there, I did them. So see you later, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. Thank you.